Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for clicking on the play button. Like, I'm still trying to get this damn thing working. Let me play this intro real quick and then we'll get started. What's up, Amber? What's up, Dre?
You could have subscribed to any other YouTube channel, but you chose to subscribe here. So, hit that notification, hit that like button, and tune in with Adrian and Glib Talk. If you talking to hear your own voice, that's lit. Using your platform to poop and pimp, that's lit. I can sell drinking water to a fish with Glib. Tune in for a discussion with Glib. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. 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 Let's all get right on the late night with a little discussion or a heated debate on sports, news, current events. Glib Talk is where you gotta tune in for facts and different opinions. This is Glib Talk, hosted by Adrian, who dissects the dichotomy of the fake news by its views. Trying to get to the truth, or we could just shoot the shit. We all trolls and his, that's why the chat stay lit. In the live stream where everyone clowns, let off a little steam. So go ahead and smash the like button. You can subscribe to the page, turn on the notification for the live stream, and upload updates. If you talking to hear your own voice, that's lit. Using your platform to poop and pimp, that's lit. I can sell drinking water to a fish with Glib. Tune in for a discussion with Glib. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. 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 I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. If you are a first-time viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then everyone who enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that smash that. Matter of fact, smash that like button and turn on them notifications so you won't be tuned out and you can tune in. This is Glib Talk with your host, Adrian.
What's going on, good people?
I gotta shoot a special shout out to my dude, my nigga, Nate, for the track. Good looking. I am Bishop Kong. This is Glib Talk.
Hey, subscribe to my boy Bizzle. He's still making music. His son is right now his son is playing AAU basketball. He ripping it up out there. So he don't got time. He don't got time to fuck around no more. But he doing all right. I talked to him. He called me and sent me text messages about this Trump shit. I be keep me locked in. He don't want me to miss anything. But y'all, appreciate you guys clicking on the play button. People that still get notifications. It's kind of crazy. You know what's crazy, right? Is that I put up a video, that Cat Williams video, right? I put that thing up. I don't know. It's probably been, 6 years, 5 years. I don't know. 2018. And I get probably 100 subscribers a month from people finding that video. I don't understand it. I don't know why. They don't click the button. I've never paid for a view. I've never done any of that shit. I don't know how to do it. All I know is that I made that video. I put it up, and the first one I put up got it like 1 million views, and then YouTube took it down. But the one that was able to stay up, I don't know. It's just I keep getting views, and I can't make any money off it, so it's kind of silly to have it up there. But it's like 100 subscribers a month. It's like it would be helpful if one of them clicked the damn link. But I don't think this is part of their algorithm. I gotta put Cat Williams in there or something. I don't know. But like, you know what, man? John Frank pissed me off the other day, because it's too crazy around here. The stuff that's going around here is too crazy, right? And I sit around and I watch from the outside, and I come over here and I listen because it takes me away from the politic talk, which makes me crazy. The politics makes me crazy because it's like there is nothing you can do about it. I just get mad, and then it's like, well, there's nothing you can do, right? You don't have any power to make any changes, so it's like it's fruitless. So I had to like take a step back from that, and so I haven't really been doing videos. I haven't really been paying attention. I watch the news and stuff. Well, I don't really watch the news. I read news articles. I've really been, really digging in like I have been. Because, the Republicans got the power, so they're going to do what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but Black Rosebud said something today. He tagged me in a Facebook post. It kind of annoyed me a little bit. But it made me think, right? So it made me think like, damn, am I really an independent if I only vote Democrat, right? Like, you ever meet people that be like, oh yeah, I'm an independent, but they only vote one way. Every year they vote the same way. They never change, right? And it's like, how can you be independent if you always just vote for one side? And it made me, that's why I wanted to do this video, because my name is Glib Talk. And I am an independent, but I've never voted for a Republican. Never. Right? Like, I believe that if one side's trying to kill you, you can't vote for them. You know what I mean? Like the Republicans. Oh man, hold on a second. I apologize because I'm over here working. So let me hold on one second. All right, yeah. So like the Republicans, right? It doesn't seem like the Republicans have my best interest in mind when they make the decisions that they make. And because it doesn't seem like they have my best interest, I would be voting against my best interest and voting for them. And so I choose not to. You know what I'm saying? I choose not to, even though I say I'm not part of the Democratic Party. I'm not. I'm not a registered Democrat. I don't donate to Democrats. I don't give money to politicians at all. They make enough money. Politicians make enough money, so they don't need my help in the money category. They have to earn my vote, right? I don't need to pay to get them forward. I need them to convince enough people to agree with them by having policies that are good enough to get people to vote for them. That's it. But I'm not with them. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers supposed to be working for me. I'm not with them. That's right, boys. So what's up, man? Yeah, you should vote according to your interest. No matter what that might be, right? You say I voted for a person. You should be able to say, well, I voted for this party because of this. Whatever this might be. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things that are important to you that are not important to me. If you're a rural farmer, your views are not the same as mine. If you're a UPS truck driver, your views are not the same as mine. If you're working in a manufacturing facility, your views may not be the same as mine. If you were a damn coal miner, your views aren't the same as mine. So you should vote according to those interests based on the policies that the people that are in power are going to put in place, whether it will help you or hurt you. But if you were an illegal immigrant, right? If you were an immigrant here on a visa, a student visa, and you voted for the Republicans, well, you voted to get your ass shipped out the country, and they told you they was going to do it. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me to vote against the thing that's going to help you, or vote for something that's going to hurt you. How about that? That's probably a better way to put it. Voting for something that's going to hurt you seems stupid to me. Could be perfect. Could be perfectly normal, but it seems stupid to me. But look, right, before we talk about that, I got to talk about Elon Musk first. Got to talk about Musk first, right? Because the Republicans are proving to be unprincipled people. They're proving to be unprincipled because Elon Musk shows up with truckloads of money, and all of a sudden, everyone should listen to Elon Musk. He's got the greatest ideas. So they put him in a position of power. He comes in and he spreads his influence through his money. His very serious, definitely not made up initiative called the Department of Government Efficiency, right? And he jumps in and he uses this power to say the government is too big, we need to cut it. And he starts working his ass off to cut it while cutting real jobs that belong to real humans. There is a real human effect on what he's doing. He's acting as if he's just cutting down a tree or cutting down an inanimate object, but he's really causing people real pain, which causes people to view him as a billionaire who is out of touch with humanity. Sure, he's smart. Sure, he's rich, but he doesn't appear to care about people, and therefore people don't really want to be a part of his brand. Now, there are some people who want to be associated with it when they said he was the smartest man in the world, but apparently even the Republicans have realized this guy is a coked out lunatic. This guy's jacked up on ketamine and Ritalin and all kinds of shit. Oh shit, we knew it wouldn't be long before one of these guys showed up. He's all jacked up. So now Elon's got to go. Now Elon's got to go. And on his way out the door, he says, hey, by the way, guys, I'm going to be spending less money on politics. I'm going to be spending less money. He doesn't like Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. And right now on X, he's fucking ranting. He's going the hell off on Trump's big, beautiful bill. And he's telling the people who he was giving money to, who were declaring that he's the smartest man in the world and we should be giving him all the power. These Republicans said, Elon Musk, he's the smartest man in the world. We should let him make all the decisions. Are now saying, well, damn, if he's not going to give us the money, then maybe we should listen to what he's saying. That's the only reason why now Marjorie Taylor Greene says, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should take a look at that bill again. I think I might have missed something. Not when it was introduced, not when it was debated, not when it passed the House, when she voted for it. Now we need to take a look at the bill because Elon Musk says, hey, some of the people that voted for the bill, they should be voted out. And actually, I'm going to give less money because I don't agree with the bill. They should just make him king because apparently where the money is where it's at. The money tree's dried up, so now they're going to change their ideas. The Republicans have no principles. They don't stand for anything. Right? They're just out there to see how much money they can acquire and how much power they can acquire. So that way they're able to give favor and influence to those people who will give them more money. And not that the Democrats are not doing that. Not that the Democrats are not doing that. But right now the Republicans are power, and it's very obvious that that is what they are doing. When Donald Trump campaigned for 2 years, he told us he could solve these wars in one day. Remember he was saying that? Remember he said on day one, I'll end all the wars. I can end all the wars day one. I'll tell this guy something and I'll tell that guy something and they'll both do what I want them to do. Well, apparently he's told both people something and both of them gave his ass the middle finger. And I think Putin gave him 2 middle fingers. Like, fuck that, fuck that. He hasn't ended the war anywhere. As a matter of fact, it's only getting worse. The more he talks, the more it's getting worse. Putin says, oh yeah, I'm open to peace talks. And then he launched the biggest drone attack since the start of the war. And then Zelensky, who's sitting at the table waiting for the peace talk to happen, launched the biggest peace talks of the war too. What's up, Bizzle? What's going on, my brother? And it's like, come on, man. Like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious when you say Donald Trump is the president of peace and he's going to get it by just telling people what they should do. That's not a master negotiator. And he's had he's had 258 24-hour cycles to solve it, and he still hasn't solved it because he's golfing. 24% of the time he's playing golf. And apparently for like 2 or 3 days this weekend, his ass just fucking disappeared. They didn't know where the hell he was at. What up, yo? No peace plan, just vibes and indictments. Just him talking shit, truth socialing about how he's fixing everything and everything's better. But you can log into your retirement account and see that it ain't better. You can go to the grocery store and see that it ain't better. You can see gas prices dropping. No, gas prices are dropping, and let's see how that reflects in the price of everything else. Because apparently, no one knew about groceries, and no one knew that the gas prices impacted groceries. But he figured that out, and once the gas price dropped 10 cents, the cost of everything is going to be so affordable, we won't know what to do with the extra money. It doesn't make any damn... Gas prices went down 10 cents, and these motherfuckers is doing a touchdown dance. 10 cents. This is crazy. We're all millionaires now. Gas prices went down 10 cents. Oh yeah, by the way, you didn't used to have to drive to work, and now all the employers are saying you got to go back to work because Trump policies say you can't work from home. So even though the cost of gas went down 10 cents, the consumption of gas went up 50%. My retirement account regained all losses and is bigger than ever. Just saying. That's, you know what? Not mine. And I could be honest with you about that. Not mine. And mine's is tied. I had a couple of them, right? But I like the S&P 500. I like the growth of the S&P 500, so I kind of use that as like the standard bearer for how my account's laid out. And mine's is not. And I check it every day because I check the stock market every day. If I were a Democrat, I wouldn't show my face on here either. I don't understand what that means. You have Joe Biden's face on your face. You haven't shown your face at all. But look, hey, look, my boy Black Bowlesburg, right? Look, he's back at it again, trolling me, right? And I understand why he trolls me. He wanted to do a video today. He's trying to get a rise out of somebody. He's trolling some other guy. He's trying to get a rise out of somebody to get them to argue with him so he can have a reason. And I just refuse. I understand. I understand what he's doing, and I get it, right? But I can't argue with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, dog. You got it. I watched the Jim Jones documentary yesterday, and I was like, this is what a cult looks like. And I watched those people and the guy. Oh, man. That's crazy. But that's, Black Rosebud's in a cult, man. He's in a cult. He's over there with Trump and MAGA, and every day he's trying to convince himself that reality is not real. And I give up. I just can't go over to that side and argue anymore. I gotta let him have it. Hey, Bizzle, I thought that for a second because my shit said 0. It was like no connection. I was like, oh shit. I don't know what happened there. It's excellent now though. Let's see. Let's see if we can wrap this up here in 10 minutes before they come knocking on my door. I don't know what the hell happened there. My bad. But I saw it said no connection. I said, oh shit. Look, Black Rosebud told me the other day, I posted something. He said something like, I'm very surprised that you're posting this. The DOJ is going to be knocking on your door one of these days. And I said, that's why I stopped talking, because people like you might turn me in. I don't want a Trump supporter friend to turn me in. That'd be crazy. But look, let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this for a second. Is it possible to be politically independent and only vote one way? So, like, I consider myself politically independent, and I do. I've never voted for a Republican in my life, not once. But it's not because I love the Democrats. It's not because I collect Biden merch. I don't think Kamala Harris is the greatest candidate ever, and I'm just gonna wear a Kamala Harris shirt every day because I love the Democrats. Like, that's not. I don't like the Republican policies. That's just it. I don't like their policies. Their policies don't work for me. I don't think they help working people. I don't think they help the people that are the weakest in our society. And I for sure know that if I look at the policies and I thought about freedom, fairness, and equality, I don't think about the Republicans. I don't. So I've never voted for one, and that's it for me. Right now, you might look at the Democratic Party and say, I'll never vote for a Republican because X, Y, Z, and those would be perfectly good for you. And you can still be an independent. You can still be independent and open-minded to a Republican who came to the center. But not me, or a Democrat, that came to the center. I remember when I was conspiracy theorist about Joe Biden's demented self. I don't really want to talk about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is no longer the president. He's no longer the president, and he's probably no longer going to be in public office or sight. It's good, you know what I'm saying? He's gone. When the Republicans' main message is cut taxes for the rich and good luck with everyone else, it's hard for me to see how that benefits me. I'm not rich. Right? And I'm not against business, and I'm not against capitalism, but when the solution to every problem is if you just let rich people have more money, they'll let some of it trickle down. I can't agree with that. I got to tap out. I got to tap out to that mindset. It doesn't work for me. And I don't understand how anybody who's not rich falls for that trap. Like, oh yeah, once the rich get rich enough, then they'll let some of that money trickle on down to us. That's not how it works. What's the Republican plan to help working class folks? Lower wages, right? Lower wages, less health care, and fewer rights. That's how they're going to help regular people. I don't understand how people get behind that. If you're not one of the wealthy, if you're not one of the rich, I can't see how you can get behind that. Like, if I was struggling to pay rent, if you're on food assistance, if you're on Medicaid, Medicare, some type of social safety net program, I just don't understand how you could say the Republicans are trying to help me. They're not trying to help you. They are not trying to help you. And even if you were a person who was part of those social safety net programs, and you're saying, yeah, but people need to get out and do more, and the people that are taking advantage of the system. But the solution that the Republicans have is if you got rid of the system, then no one could take advantage of it. Which I don't understand how that works for the person who's using it in the proper way. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. If you wanted to stop the abuse of the system, I'm all for it. If he's just trying to say that we should get rid of it, and I don't know. What do you do with those people? You know, I just saw an article today that said that that Job Corps, they shut down Job Corps and they shut it down immediately. They told those kids, the kids in Job Corps need something to do besides bust people in the head, right? they were sent to Job Corps either by choice or by force because they were busting people in the head and robbing and stealing and not going to school and all kinds of other inappropriate acts not fitting into society. And this was to teach them a skill, a job, or something to get them moving on the right path so they can be a positive contributor to society. And they told those kids, get the fuck out, and not yesterday, right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, right now. Yeah, man, we ain't getting no damn Epstein files. We got what we got. We ain't getting nothing else. All right, but yeah, it's like if the solution to the problem is just let's close the program and end it, then I just can't see how I can get behind it. If they're still going to spend the money, because listen, it's not like the Republicans are saying we're going to stop spending money. They're just saying we don't want to spend it in this way, and the way they choose to spend it, I don't agree with. The way they're going to spend the money is let's give Elon Musk a bunch of money so he can try to go to Mars. Nah, I'd rather feed the poor. But pro-life and the obsession with the wombs of the women of America. I don't understand it. I don't have any interest in anyone else's ability or inability to reproduce life. If you ask me, I'd say there's plenty enough people walking around. There's so many people in the way that I wish there were less, right? But I'm not doing anything to generate more, and I'm not doing anything to create less. But if you choose not to participate in the activity of generating more people, God bless you. It's on you to decide. I don't think that anybody should be able to come in, and for some reason the conservatives have made this the flag bearer for their platform. They are going to ensure that the wombs of the women of America are controlled by the government, and I have no interest in that. None. If once that becomes a discussion, I have no interest in being part of that discussion. I don't need you to bring religion into it. I don't need you to explain to me how God doesn't like abortions. I've never gotten an abortion, and I'm not for abortion. I couldn't care. It doesn't have anything to do with me. If you don't want to have an abortion, don't. I don't need the government to make the linchpin of what they're trying to do is preventing an individual from doing something that has nothing to do with me. Oh man, my audio's fucked up. Listen, I can't help it, man. I can't help it. Hold on a second. Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong about audio. I think there's something wrong with you. Indomitable human, there's something wrong with you. You're a Trump supporter. You've been a Trump supporter all these years. None of the stuff Trump has said has come true, but you still keep coming around and telling me that I'm wrong. But there you go. I just think that if your value of pro-life requires the government to come in and enforce it, it's not a value, it's a power grab, and I don't have any interest in it. I have no interest in it. Oh, yeah. I think I was having some internet connection problems and or the government was coming for me. Probably a combination of the two. America's history, right? I have a problem with America's history. I have a problem with people who don't want to accept America's history. That America is a country that had slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, segregation. This isn't history that happened hundreds of years ago. This is the history from that my mother experienced, right? This is not from a faraway time. This is just one generation away. My mother experienced this, right? So when the political party that I see that one wants to say, oh, those things didn't happen and they weren't that bad. And then on the same token, they want to use the same policies that they were using, voter suppression, nah, I can't. The Republican Party and their desire to use book bans to prevent people from learning about the past of America, that want to whitewash history, that want to remove the past of America's wrongdoing, so that way they can protect their ego and present America as this great country that has the moral authority to say everything they want. I think that's wrong. And I can't agree with it. I can't agree with it. Right? I just saw today that Hegseth wants to remove a ship that was named after Harvey Milk, and he wanted to remove it because Milk was gay. And it's like, really, like we can't have a gay person on a ship. Like, I don't know why they named the ship after Harvey Milk. Maybe the ship was commissioned out of San Francisco, or maybe it was a San Francisco shipbuilder. But for whatever the reason, it was after Harvey Milk. And they want to just say, we don't want to name it Harvey Milk because Harvey Milk was gay. I don't, whatever. Some of this stuff makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me, and I can't get behind it. I don't know why they're like that. I don't know why they think like that, but I have no interest in being a part of it. When I look at the Republican Party, I don't see a party that wants it to be fair. I don't. And as much as, they scream and cry and complain about how things are not fair for the majority hasn't lost any power. The majority hasn't lost any of its political power or financial influence over everything. So the only thing they're really losing, what's up, money boy? The only thing they're really losing is their ability to maintain a supermajority everywhere. And maybe for them, that's a bridge too far to cross. So it can't be fair. They got to reel it back in. We got to take away any policy that allow things to creep in the other way. Take those things away, so that way so we can always have the supermajority within the country. And that, to me, that's a policy that I could never get behind. Never. Probably because I'm in the minority, right? And because I'm in the minority, I can't agree with it. But I also am voting for myself, right? I'm only voting for me. And in my worldview, I would say, if the people who were in power are doing their best to reduce my ability to even acquire power or gain wealth, I don't want no parts of it. That's not fair. That ain't fair. So nah. So let me ask you this question, right? Who should move? Right? Think about it real quick. Who should move to the center? Should I move to the center, closer to the right, to make the Republicans fit into my worldview? Or do I need to find a Republican candidate that has moved more to the center that appeals to my worldview? Because I don't believe that I should have to change my principles and the things that I believe in order to fit into a political party. So I don't fit in with the Republicans and the Republican platform currently as it stands. So I can't vote for a Republican. The Democrats don't have everything that I'm looking for. They don't meet everything. Like, there are parts of their platform that I don't agree with. The far left is way too far left for me. I think that the push towards LGBTQ inclusion and sometimes is ridiculous, right? That it takes it too far. It makes it to where you can say, I can't really get behind that. But none of it makes me say, so I'll vote Republican, though. None of it makes me say, so I'll vote Republican. So, I don't think that as an individual, I should have to change my worldview. Someone could change my worldview, though. Like, if there were an individual who could come forward, who was compelling enough of a speaker, when he spoke, that I said, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I like what he's talking about, and I like how he says, I like his view of where the country could go. I can get behind that. That Republican doesn't exist, because right now, the only Republicans that exist are those that say the only way to get forward in life is to bully people, to be offensive, to be aggressive, and to present strength in a way that I don't think is strength. I don't think it's strength that Donald Trump is threatening someone if they don't do what he says. To me, that's not strength. Because like America has the strongest military in the world. Like, we don't have to tell anyone. We don't have to threaten anyone. We could do it. If we literally said, this is what we're going to do, right? We could just do it. We don't have to threaten him that we're going to do it, because he's not going to do it. He keeps saying he's going to do shit and he's backing off. Literally, he could just do it. We got the power to do it. No one could stop us. But we don't have to project that power, because we have so much other soft power to influence and control, which we're losing, because he's losing the ability to even have the negotiation with people, because they say he's not a person who we can do fair dealings with. So we're losing our soft power all over the world. We used to have all this influence. We're losing it. People used to be on our side. They used to want to work with us when things didn't go if they were doing something that didn't go our way, they might go our way because we were giving them aid, because we were sending them food, because we were trading with them, because we were sending them things they couldn't have. We were sending them weapons or ships or boats or materials or whatever it was they needed in order to get them to do things we wanted. And Donald Trump has come in and said, no, you do what I want you to do, or we'll punish you in some way. And those people say, fuck it. If you're not going to help us, then do whatever you're going to do. We're already a third world country. We're already fucked. So fuck it. And then down to, I don't even know what he's talking about. He's just talking about Obama and this is a good one. So, I don't think that I should have to go to the right in order to find a candidate as an independent. I think that the candidate has to exist that overlaps my views, even if they're on the right. Their views have to come to the left to get me open-minded to it, versus me going over to the right, because I don't agree with that shit they're doing over there. I don't agree with most of it. I don't agree with almost all of it. But certainly not a Donald Trump candidate, and not a Donald Trump type candidate would be compelling for me. Oh shit. I got a contract. That's what's up. Wooed equals seduced. I'm talking about a policy that I can get behind. In Donald Hughes, I'm talking about a policy that I can get behind. I'm not talking about Donald Trump saying we're gonna have no taxes on tips. No taxes on tips. Okay, no taxes on tips. And then they say, oh, wait, no taxes on tips, but you got to make some ridiculously low amount of money, so most people are excluded. So taxes on tips. I can't believe you people fell for that shit. Listen, I didn't fall for it, right? Because I knew the motherfucker was lying. I didn't fall for it. He told them people we're gonna have no taxes on tips, and then they make the number for taxes on tips. You have to be sleeping in a tent. No taxes. Yeah, no taxes on tips and no taxes on overtimes. Like I just said, if I don't remember what the number was, but the number is so low that you don't pay. The number is so low, you don't pay taxes. The number is so low, you don't even pay taxes. So sure, no taxes on overtime, no taxes on anything, motherfucker. You didn't pay taxes. As a matter of fact, the government's giving you all your money back. Whatever you were going to pay in taxes, we just give it back to you. You didn't make enough. So you were tricked. If you make $60,000 a year and you worked overtime, you paying taxes on that shit. And if you make $100,000 a year, you fucking paying a lot of damn taxes on that shit. You paying taxes. So it doesn't help. It only helps people who are already not going to pay taxes. It's stupid. He tricked you again. I don't know why you keep getting tricked, though. He didn't trick me. I knew it was a lie. When he said it the first time, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. But, of course, hey, you guys fell for it, so that's what you get. No taxes on tips for anybody. And overtime. You just got to be so poor that you wouldn't have paid taxes. It's stupid. It's stupid. But look, and down to a human. You are a Republican voter, and I am a Democratic voter. I'm an independent. I'm not a registered Democrat. And I'm not going to vote like a robot. I'm not. But so I listen to the debates. I listen to the two candidates, even though I know what one of them is going to say. I know what the Republican is going to say. And I know I'm not going to like it. But I still listen, because there's a chance. There is a chance. Prove your point, because it was in the, what you mean prove my point? If someone says we're going to give you no taxes on tips, but no one qualifies for it, then how the hell did he help you? How did he help you? If the people who qualify for no taxes on tips don't have to pay any taxes because they didn't make enough money to qualify to have to pay taxes, then how the hell is it no taxes on tips? It's no taxes on their pay. They're too poor. They are too poor to pay taxes. Look it up for yourself. Just type it in the chat GPT. Chat GPT will tell you the answer. I'm not gonna research for you. Either believe what I said or don't believe it. You believe Trump, he didn't show you shit. You believe Trump and he didn't show you shit. So you're saying believe me or don't. You say I'm an unloyal Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a registered Democrat. I just, I'm just a voter. I walk in there, I vote. I don't participate in the primary votes. Show me the candidate that's the best candidate. I want to vote for that guy. But I just think that I can't vote with people who don't see the world the way I see it. And I don't think the Republican Party sees the world the way I see it. And I don't like their vision for the future. And anyone who's not seeing it now with the threats they're given, the idea that American citizens will be thrown in jail for speaking their opinion, the idea that American citizens will be thrown in jail because they're adjacent to people who are here on visas or here on green cards or in some type of temporary status, that they'd be arrested because they were adjacent to people who were like that. I would say that's not a country that I would want to be in, and not the leadership that I want for that country. I don't know, what motivates the press secretary to stand in front of the American people and lie every day and make up shit, right? But she does it, and she does it for pay. But I couldn't do it. And there's nothing in me that can make me stand on that side and look at what's really happening and say, yeah, this shit is cool. It's not. And even Elon Musk, the Republican hero, the guy who they were calling the smartest man in the world, who everyone should listen to, are now going to try to convince us that we shouldn't listen to him anymore. And he's not the smartest man in the world. You know what I'm saying? In last November, he was the smartest man in the world, and why wouldn't we take his advice? He's giving you advice. You guys don't want to listen. And I don't agree with his advice. I don't agree with him. Because if Elon Musk was serious about making the government smaller, the first thing he say is we don't need to spend $22 billion is what he's received. $3.8 billion in new contracts in 2024 so that he can figure out how to get the fucking Mars. Maybe we can start by cutting that shit. $22 billion is what they've given us, the richest man in the world, so that he can do shit that doesn't have to be done. If you ask me, what should we do with that $3.8 billion, I'd say maybe we can help poor people. Maybe we can help educate people. Maybe we can help solve some of our other socioeconomic problems instead of giving it all to one guy, so that way he can take whatever his salary is off the top so he can try to send us to Mars. I don't want to go to Mars, and I have no interest in going to Mars. So that's my opinion. So, if that's what you got, I can't vote for that. I'm cool with not being a part of that at all. But in Down to Be Human, you guys won. So let's see how much better it is. But I know that the promises that he made don't seem to be happening. So, and that's not debatable. That, to me, is not debatable. So anyway, I appreciate you guys clicking on the play button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? You've been here this long. And I appreciate you. And Down to Be Human, I appreciate you coming through too. Because even though I don't agree with anything you say, I still appreciate you coming through. We need a Trump supporter to keep us on our toes. All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.